The Declaration of Independence, adopted on July 4, 1776, by representatives of the 13 American colonies in Congress, stands as one of the most pivotal documents in human history. Crafted primarily by Thomas Jefferson, it formally announced the colonies' break from British rule, articulating the philosophical and moral foundations for their quest for independence. The document's eloquent preamble, presented here, outlines the principles of individual rights, government legitimacy, and the right to revolution, setting the stage for the creation of a new nation founded on the ideals of liberty and equality. The Declaration of Independence is a cornerstone of American identity and a landmark in the global history of democratic thought. Its significance lies in several key aspects: assertion of universal human rights. The Declaration's assertion that all men are created equal and endowed with unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness introduced a revolutionary framework for governance. It established the idea that rights are inherent to individuals by virtue of their humanity, not granted by governments, and that governments exist to protect these rights. This principle has inspired democratic movements worldwide. Justification for revolution. By articulating that governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed and that people have the right to alter or abolish a government that becomes destructive to their rights, the Declaration provided a moral and legal justification for the American Revolution. It framed rebellion not as anarchy but as a necessary act to restore justice, influencing subsequent revolutions and independence movements. Foundation of American governance. The ideas in the Declaration laid the groundwork for the U.S. Constitution and Bill of Rights, embedding the principles of individual liberty and limited government into the nation's legal framework. It remains a touchstone for debates about freedom, equality, and justice in the United States. The Declaration's words reach far beyond its time. Its call for equality and self-rule has sparked liberation movements everywhere, from the French Revolution to today's fights for freedom. You can see its impact in constitutions and charters all around the world. Let's celebrate this powerful legacy. Cultural and symbolic power. As a symbol of freedom, the Declaration has become a rallying point for Americans, embodying the nation's commitment to liberty and justice. It is celebrated annually on July 4th, reinforcing its role as a unifying expression of American values. In essence, the Declaration of Independence is not merely a historical artifact but a document that continues to shape political philosophy, inspire democratic ideals, and serve as a reminder of the enduring struggle to uphold the principles of equality and liberty for all.
In Congress, July 4th, 1776. The unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among them powers of the earth, the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. And accordingly, all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security.